Hi and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Frank Miller and some of his run on Daredevil. So here we have from 1982 issue 181, which is a special double-size issue of Daredevil. And you've got Daredevil here, you've got Bullseye and Elektra. So one wins and one dies. This is an iconic cover for Daredevil and for Marvel in particular, for one of its comics. And I think that this particular comic would easily be in the top 100 or top 50 of the best Marvel comics ever, because of just the storyline and the artwork by Frank Miller. And Frank Miller's run on Daredevil in the 80s would rival that of Walt Simonson's run in Thor, and of course John Byrne's run on the Fantastic Four, and they were the three top runs of Marvel during the 80s. So this comic is absolutely beautiful storyline, beautiful artwork. Not a beautiful storyline, but a bit of a tough storyline where Daredevil is kind of, well, there's a lot going on in this issue. There's going to be a few spoilers. Number one, we've got Bullseye here, and Bullseye, of course, is kind of just, what's the word I'm using, is obsessed with Daredevil, and makes the connection that Matt Murdock could be Daredevil. So Bullseye makes this connection and realizes that Matt Murdock could be Daredevil, and he's in prison at the moment, but of course Bullseye doesn't spend too long in prison, and he makes this escape. And yeah, a very formidable person, foe to Daredevil in this run, and a great adversary, and just the wreckage that he does during this run. But he does here, puts two and two together and realizes that Matt Murdock could be Daredevil. So with that knowledge in hand, there's only one person that the Bullseye could go to tell, and that would be the Kingpin. But I think the Kingpin is like, I don't believe you. And at the same time, Elektra, she is working hard to become an employee of the Kingpin. So she's out doing her bit. She's out doing her do until she runs into Bullseye, because only one of them can work for Kingpin. So they battle it out to figure out who's going to be the top hitman for Kingpin. So there they have this battle that takes place. And then of course there's iconic storyline and artwork here where you can see Bullseye just taking Elektra out. So spoiler alert for the next page, because it's a little bit gory, so cover your eyes. And there you have it. Bullseye taking out Elektra, and that's the death of Elektra. I cannot recommend this comic and this run in general by Frank Miller. Absolutely fantastic. So there, of course, Bullseye, you've got him with the Kingpin, and he's telling them what he thinks about Mark Murdock, but I don't think the Kingpin is too convinced about that. And so anyway, that doesn't stop Bullseye and Daredevil from having a run-in. Daredevil is naturally enough very peed off because Elektra's dead. And so they have a battle. Again, Bullseye, perfect adversary for Daredevil. And then you've got this piece where Daredevil saves Bullseye from falling to his death, and that really sends Bullseye to just can't accept it. So during the struggle, Bullseye falls, and he falls, but is he dead or is he alive? So then you've got there, look, Elektra. I'm flying through this because I don't want a big long video. But there's Bullseye, so he fell, but he's not dead. He's in his hospital bed. So just then, and there's an advertisement for Marvel Fanfare. I don't want my videos to go on for too long, but you know, I can't help chatting. There's more an advertisement for Marvel Fanfare. So that's issue 181. Okay, fantastic issue. So then I'm going to go on to 191. And this is the final issue that Frank Miller did with Daredevil. And this is called, the title of this comic, or this chapter is Roulette. And it just has Daredevil visiting Bullseye in hospital. And he plays a game of roulette with Bullseye while Bullseye is incapacitated. So Frank Miller once said, I think that this was the perfect form. This was the total kind of apex of his run on Daredevil. It was a perfect comic for him to have had such a brilliant run and to end it with such a brilliant comic. So there's different storylines running on in this particular comic here. And it's a lovely ending, great ending to Miller's run on Daredevil. Again, the artwork is just fantastic. And you can see just the amount of love that Frank Miller had put into this comic and this run. And yeah, so it ends up with him here with Bullseye, and Bullseye of course remains incapacitated, and he's at his hospital bed talking to him and telling him stories. And then there's a flashback then to Matt Murdock and his dad, when his dad was a boxer, and just the fallout of that relationship, and just talking about, I suppose, the education that Matt Murdock, the path that he chose to go down, which was education, and to get him to where he was a lawyer, to where he could do the best work he possibly could for those who most needed it. So, and that's the final panel there of Frank Miller's run. Fantastic. So I've got Daredevil 181 and Daredevil 191. And then I'm just going to finish with Marvel Age number 106. And this is Daredevil. It's a 300th issue retrospect. So this is just, I picked this up because, well, first I like Daredevil, and also because it just had different artists, including Frank Miller, but you've got like Gene Coleman and all these other kind of legendary writers and artists who worked on Daredevil. And it's a lovely little, just a little comic to pick up, just to read through, and just to get everybody else's, like Stan Lee and all the different people who were involved in Daredevil, given a little retrospect of Matt Murdock. And nice couple of nice articles in this. There's a nice advertisement for Wild Agents of Marvel that you could join at the time. I think I would have joined back in the day if I could have, but of course these comics were hard to get in my day. I certainly wasn't picking them up when they were published because they weren't for sale in Ireland. And there's a nice retrospective there. The Lee and Coleman years, beautiful. Stiltman and Daredevil. So a nice little way to round up this video. Marvel Age 106. There he is in all his glory. 191, the final issue by Miller, and a fantastic comic. And then the iconic Daredevil 181. And just, it's interesting, like in my local comic shop, one of them in Dublin is Forbidden Planet, and Forbidden Planet only sell recent comics. They don't sell any back issues of any shape or size, but they have this in a kind of poster downstairs. And I remember looking at it thinking it's ironic that they would have such an iconic cover up on their wall for display, but that they don't sell back issues. And for me, if you're a comic shop and you don't sell the back issues like the 80s, 90s and 70s, it's not the same. So sorry about this big long video, but I hope you can appreciate it. And I hope too that you can take the time to please like my video and subscribe if you haven't. Everybody asks that. I have, I think, 28 viewers or subscribers, and I'm really grateful for them. But if I can get up to 30, I would be so happy. So I just want to thank all of you again for watching, and take care. Bye.